Draymond Green, another incident Tuesday night. Swung and hit Nurkic, got a flagrant 2, got ejected.
I don't think he got time for all that right now in this part of his career. Look at their record, man. 10-14. They on the decline. You know, you got to be a little better than that, man. And his history only tells me they only about to do about 10, 15 games. It's looking ugly, man. They ain't helping them at all, man. Probably about time for him. Step to go and get some trades going on around here.
With Draymond, you trading Draymond?
I mean, it's been detrimental to the team, man. It's starting to affect us as a whole, man.
You know what though?
Cole
When you get older,
we went on
and you ain't giving out the same production. Them teams be like, and you a detriment. But the thing is, man, he the foundation of that organization.
True.
So how you lose that? You know what I'm saying? So it's a double-edged sword, and you know you can arguably say his antics have cost him one of them a championship.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
You know what I'm saying? We forget about that when he got suspended in the finals that year. They know who Draymond is. I mean, they know who he is. I mean, it ain't nothing changing. But I think at this point in your career, you got to be a better example because it's costing y'all wins. You know what I'm saying? You in one way, you look kind of selfish when you go out there and you get suspended because your team, when the times he sit, they're not that good of a team. So you got to think about that. I know you want them to be competitive and all this other stuff, but it gets to a point to it's like, look, we ain't got no more room for error. You know, we ain't as good as we used to be. So those antics right now, we can use less of them. Is all I'm saying.
I was actually shocked at some of it. You know, like
let me ask you though, real quick though, before you go into your point.
Go ahead.
His last, he just got kicked out hitting Nurkic. That looked intentional to me. He apologized, but that's a full out swing.
So man, he fired on Buddy.
He fired on Buddy. Come on,
I don't know. I'm not taking up for none of this. I'm calling it how I saw it. I don't know if y'all saw the reach around, right? You know how?
Yeah, I mean, it was light.
Hold on.
It was light.
It wasn't though.
I mean,
He closed hand on uniform.
Yeah, it wasn't real physical though.
Nah, listen to me. They going this way, so it's away from the ref. It's a ref in the front, but he ain't seeing it. You know how this go when you go in the pick and roll and the nigga behind you and he late. It's already some energy there from previous. They come down, he go right into the pick and roll. When he went to the pick and roll, he grabbed Buddy hip. Go watch this.
That happens a lot.
Hear me out though.
That happens every game, T.
I get that. In the aftermath of what just happened right below, we come down. It's already some energy. I give you, you know, we going into the pick and roll. I give you something to get off me. You make it up by he got a show. So when he went in the show, he took a handful of uniform, and it's like I'm saying in the stir pot. You know how when it's going, bro, it made sense to do it right there. And then when he came back around, it just looked like, he got it off. What I'm saying is, when you've already came off of something, you going into the game already knowing you won't notice. For anything. I'm talking about talking bag, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You got the target on your back.
So I would go into a form of how can I bring the same energy just in a less physical way, because now you're taking away from the team. You know, like I think Draymond's
soul, man.
Hold on, Draymond's energy and his passion is what is his superpower when it comes to being a member on this team. That's part of their foundation. They don't have no nigginess. They don't got no, you know what I'm saying? Steph Curry is not a rah-rah motherfucker. You gotta have a nigga on your team. You gotta have that. You gotta have a couple of them motherfuckers on your team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He that. So I get that. Enforcing that in a physical way, enforcing that to where you helping your team. Now, I can't tell you how to display that. That's got to be from him. Some nights when he active, he getting offensive rebounds, when he not shut Anthony Davis down, when he not getting steals, and he active, we loving him. But you got to understand, a ball of fire comes out. A ball of fire. Now, he got to drive that every night. You know what I'm saying? And he's a high-spirit person. What we not giving credit for is when it's good and he using it right, and he productive.
That's when the microscope come.
That's what I'm saying. It's a ball of fire, though,
When
P.
the winds ain't there and the team ain't what it used to be, and so now you still doing these things because that's who he is.
He a ball of fire.
I mean, but it just seems like it's more. It seems like it's just more and more.
How about somebody help him with the ball of fire? How about sit down, holler at him? Hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's listen. He not perfect. Motherfucker gonna fuck up, and he can still use some trimming. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you see a guy like this is doing this type of shit, then you got to intervene. As an organization, you got to go sit him, chop him, and holler at him. Like, look, they own you. They watching you. You know what I'm saying? Boom,
I'm
boom.
sure they even had these conversations already.
I have never heard of none of this. Have y'all ever heard of any of this
these
come
is
out?
behind the scenes. Think about it. What happened?
Everything else comes out behind the scenes.
Even before
Nah, I
the
ain't
other
going, I
day,
ain't going, I ain't going.
even before the punch, TA,
No.
ticket, even before the punch, like we said, we went down a list of things. You stomped out Sabonis. You smacked up Poole.
See, I don't like your words. He stepped on dude. Stomped out. Y'all ever seen somebody stomped out? He stepped on dude.
I mean, in the
you
NBA,
said
compared to what the
stomped out.
NBA is today,
I don't like the adjectives.
Compared,
That
In the
bullshit.
80s, they would have rocked. In the 80s, that was cool.
compared to what the NBA is today,
Not today.
Think about this. If two people who look at each other bad and they get to doing all, they like, oh, that's a scrap. Like
Double
now,
text for sure.
Think about it. When you look at how
It's
the
prevention
NBA
now.
is
It's prevention. Yeah, they trying to
the
be
way
ahead of
the
it.
NBA now is, if you look at or get somebody else, they got into a tussle. Man, that was a stomp out. Now that's a stomp out. One. Now this is a knockout Jordan Poole teeth and look like he did. No, he didn't lose no teeth, but man, it's getting that's too violent for this league. That's too violent for this
And
league.
now your
the way
rep,
the league is now.
Your ref saying bully now.
Man, Jason Tatum got kicked out a couple weeks ago from looking at the ref or doing something.
Jay Brown did too.
Got
I saw
kicked
that.
out.
But listen, I got a theory behind all that. Jay Brown got to know that now that you're the highest paid in the league.
No, this was Tatum got kicked out.
No, I'm saying Jay Brown got kicked out the same way.
Okay.
3 games ago. Knicks game. He got kicked
yeah.
out on some, I want the same, on some, just talking aggressively. So I totally know what you mean.
Right.
I totally know
so
what you
the
mean.
temperature of the league, that's extra.
So this is what I'm saying to you, P. If you know he's a ball of fire, curate him. Bro, he's a player too who does not get it right every night. You think every player that's on a roster goes and talks to an assistant coach, goes and talks to the head coach, the GM is talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Every day, Danny, you and Danny had conversations every day.
When you in the war, how you talk to somebody in the war.
Bro,
you know, you know how it is, Ticket, when your fire going and
you got it.
We talked before the game.
Got it.
We talked the night before on the phone.
After-
we had dinner.
Got it.
But now we in the war.
Got it.
And the elbows getting thrown and all that.
Right,
When you
got
in the
it.
mix, it's hard
Right.
to, how you
Got
gonna
it.
tell somebody in the middle
I
of
got
that?
kicked out. Boom, I'm out. Guess what? I
Damn.
already know this. Boom. As soon as I sit down after the game,
Just
Doc,
react.
hey, Doc wants you in here. Boom. I'm going to sit down. He go T.
what
Lou.
I'm saying.
He go Sam Cassell. And now they chopping it. Hey, Ticket. Hey, man, you got to chill out on the get thrown out. Woo, woo.
When you in the
you
heat
left
of
TA out
battle,
on the island.
in the heat of battle, it's hard. You know that.
No, I'm hearing that. But what I'm saying is, after the last joint, you got to sit down and holler at bro. Now it's on bro.
But
That's all I'm
I
saying,
think
P.
he been hollered at.
No, he hasn't, Pete.
I think
actually
so.
think,
You think Steph
the
ain't hollered at
organization
him?
is afraid to go talk to him and be real. I actually think they're saying him, bro, it's no fucking way if one, you know what, I hate comparing, but this is the only thing I got to do this with. But bro, ain't no motherfucking no $1 billion corp acting the fool if one of us ain't gonna step up and say something. They're afraid of this man. Or it's a level of respect to where they like, we don't really want to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? None of us really built to go there with dude. That's what it feels like. Or they would have curated already. You can't tell me ain't somebody came up to him and had a conversation like this and we ain't heard about it. We'd heard about that.
And it's hard to talk.
How did Jordan regulate Rodman? Remember, Rodman was fast.
So first off, let me say this, bro.
That's Jordan.
Let me say this.
I mean, that's
hold on,
like.
hold on,
they
though.
don't- I mean,
Let me say this, real shit.
damn, the GOAT.
Let me say this. Dennis Rodman was a professional. Okay, let's just keep this 100.
At the bullshit.
No, at showing up doing his job.
Yeah,
What he did off the
yeah.
court, he would tell you, it's none of your fucking business. What time we got shoot around? What time's the game? All right, cool. Boom. Show up, get 30 rebounds. Boom, I'm off. That's all.
No,
they
no,
was like,
man,
just
I
beat
think-
time, don't be late, and be accountable. That was it.
But like he's saying on Dennis Rodman was a professional at the bullshit. Like, you know, he know how to trip you without the referee. Like,
Bro,
you get your legs entangled. He know how to.
Bro, you don't get
elbow
to
without
tell
you
you don't get to
looking.
tell Rodman how to be Rodman though. That's what I'm saying. So they be like, okay, Dennis, you got it. He knew what that meant. When George said, okay, Dennis, he knew what Dennis was doing to get Lonzo Mourning out of his shit or get all these Karl Malone. Okay, Dennis, you got it. He knew what that means. It's the same thing. Pete.
Low key, I think with Draymond, he gotta know how to do it within the structure of the game to where it don't look intentional.
Man, listen.
Because I used to see Ticket bowl motherfuckers in the face or
I'm
on
getting
the head.
bold. I'm getting bold.
Like,
to
but
grab.
with the
I'm
way you
getting
used to do it, but when you used to
bold.
do
I'm getting
it,
bold.
you used to do it in a way like you looking like you boxing out, but you turn your arms high with elbow hit somebody in the forehead. Like it looked natural, like a natural
got some
movement.
slick shit in his
Yeah,
bag.
that's what Draymond.
See how these narratives come out
No,
on
no,
you, bro?
I know.
I'm getting
I've
bold. I'm in the post.
I
If
get it.
anybody's playing the
But I'm
post,
saying
the
for
post
Draymond,
is
he
the
gotta do
jungle.
it. He gotta
His
make
bow's
it
been
look-
flying and his blow. So you know what you gotta do when bows are being thrown? You gotta get in here and throw you gotta protect
But
yourself.
he knew how to do yours. That's what I'm saying for Draymond.
I've
He
never
gotta know. He
bowled
gotta know how to
anybody
do his
intentionally.
bullshit in the context
I'm in the
of
jungle.
making it look natural.
When
like
in
you
the
did.
jungle, you adjust
Like,
to the jungle.
You know what I'm saying?
Fuck, being here acting like a guy, like I was actually trying to.
No,
I'm
the
here
way
trying
you
to.
did it, the way you
I'm out
did
here
it,
trying to
you was
box
a
out
little
Mutombo. I look up and oh shit, I had that. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
you was more slick with it to where it didn't look. It was look more
I have
natural.
no idea what Paul Pierce is talking about.
So
I
like,
was
say
slick
like
with
the shot
nothing.
go up ticket to just be on some.
Look,
He'll
this is all
turn with the
Pete
high
talking.
elbow
See?
though, like, but hands is up,
look.
but he know the elbow is connecting to somebody's face or something.
you familiar with what Draymond
he
Green
think
He is
he on
bullshit.
some- nah,
I
he-
saw P with the whole elbow like this on cold nose, like this.
Nah,
look,
nah,
you
it was
would
just-
never. Like,
But
no.
I'm just
P.
saying- I'm just saying
I'm
for
glad your
Draymond.
mic was off. We ain't getting none of that, right? P said, man, he stumped out. Like,
So you
like,
ain't
stop,
seen
man.
nothing wrong. You ain't seen nothing wrong with that move?
No. All I'm saying is, I'm saying what we're all saying. And my point is, it's a ball of fire. Help him curate the ball of fire. Obviously, he's getting all these other things. If you haven't stepped in and tried to help, then I'm thinking that, right, you're letting them actually fall on his face. And I've never been in an organization where a guy is this big of a disruptor and didn't nobody come to. Low key, Steph Curry could actually, give him that look, or they can have a conversation here and honor that. You know what I'm saying? Even Clay, even the guys that's been through the war,
What
been in
happened
the
to
trenches with
policing
him.
ourselves, man?
That's what I'm
happened to
saying.
being held
That's what
accountable
I'm
for what
saying.
you're doing, man? You know their team needs you, man. You the heart and soul of all this, man.
You need somebody
There's
to say
no
that to you.
championships without you.
You need somebody to say that
Come
to you.
on, bro.
You
There's
need
no
somebody to-
championships
you
without
need-
you, bro.
you need
And you
your-
just got your bag. You
all
was just
that.
frustrated about your bag, bro.
All
You
that.
need to be
Now,
here,
based
bro.
on
All
based
that.
on
Come on, bro.
Your
based
best
on-
player got to go to him and say that.
based on whatever kind of suspension he get,
Oh, no, it's going to be lengthy.
whether it's short or lengthy, but I feel like at this point it's gonna cost the Warriors a playoff spot this year.
For sure.
I said
Play-in
it. I said
bound
it before
right
the
now.
season, and we can go to this clip. I said any significant time missed by any of the main players, Draymond, Steph, or Clay, the Warriors won't make the playoffs. And we've had significant time by Draymond already being missed, and possibly more. And I think it's gonna cost them.
Okay, then what? Okay, what?
So where do you go from here?
No,
then?
let me switch this up. I got one for you then. Let's go ahead and go right into it. So do you blow this up? What are you doing? I asked this question like 2 weeks in a row, right? P, what is your level of worry with the Warriors?
My level is a high worry because it's
1 to
it's
10,
a few
P?
things. It's at a 9.
It's at a 9.
It's at a
So
9.
you're at a red right now. You
Yeah,
did.
they're in the red right now because what I saw
you're-
in that game.
you blinking?
I saw. Look
Is
at
your
this.
red
Think
blinking?
about this. The Warriors was down 3, and Clay was on the bench, and Wiggins was on the bench.
Pressure.
Draymond out the game.
Pressure.
So now you got Steph Curry, who's still in his prime. You probably could squeeze about this Steph Curry that we see right now. You could get a good 3 at this level. You know what I'm saying? And so, as an organization, as the Warriors, how can I maximize that? So it's a lot of decisions based on how this season go
Nah.
that they're gonna have to make.
No, P. They gonna make these decisions now, bro. They not finna. So you gonna let this year go out? You gonna let this year
You're
go?
gonna play this year out.
Really?
I think so.
So
I
you
think,
just-
I
so
mean,
all-
I mean,
them three is
can't-
gone. Now it's
you
2.
You can't trade nobody of they big 3 in the middle of the season. That's not fair for them.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
But
Like
we
you
talking
don't do
about-
that.
Is
Okay.
Wiggins part of their big 3?
No, Wiggins is
foundation.
not part
I
of
see
the
what you're
original
talking about.
3. You know, he
Foundation.
won 1 championship with them, but between Clay, Steph, and Draymond, that's not a crew that you look to trade in the middle of a season. That's a sit-down conversation you have in the summer, see what direction y'all going in. Are we gonna run it back? Are we gonna add some more pieces? Or should we break this thing up? I don't know. It's decisions for them. But them type of guys who laid the foundation for this organization, that ain't something you do to them. They gotta pack up and in the middle of their kids in school. No, you don't do that to them.
You running this back?
If I'm them, I'm seeing how I can add to it. I got one of the all-time greats still playing at a high level. You add to that.
But you're gonna have to move some of them other pieces. Just be honest.
Because they've been waiting on
Man,
Kuminga
it's
to
some
bust
young
out.
assets that they can
When
use.
he gonna bust out?
I mean, Kuminga actually, quiet as kept, is starting to be. We might have to start putting him on the cracking list. I've been watching him a little bit. He's been picking it up. But if you can turn him into a Pascal Siakam or something, somebody who expiring, who an all-star, or a Zach LaVine or something, maybe you explore that. But time will tell. We'll see. Because right now they not even in the play-in race. They got 1 foot out of the play-in race.